The Wolf in Sheep's Clothing. In a green valley between two tall mountains, there was a big farm. On this farm lived many animals. There were cows, pigs, chickens, and a big flock of sheep. The sheep were happy. They had soft, white wool and spent their days eating grass in the sunny fields. The farmer who owned the farm was named Tom. Tom was kind to his animals. He made sure they had good food and clean water. Every night, Tom would count his sheep to make sure they were all safe. Near the farm, in a dark forest, lived a wolf named William. William was always hungry. He wanted to eat the sheep from Tom's farm. But William was not very brave. He was afraid of Tom and the big dogs that protected the sheep. One day, William had an idea. He thought, if I look like a sheep, I can go into the field. Then I can catch a sheep easily. William was very excited about his clever plan. William waited until it was dark. Then he crept to the farm. He found an old sheepskin that Tom had left outside. William put the sheepskin over his body. Now he looked just like a sheep. The next morning, William walked slowly to the field where the sheep were eating grass. He tried to walk like a sheep. He made sheep noises. "Baa! Baa!" said William, but his voice was deep and gruff. The sheep looked at William. They thought he was a new sheep. One little lamb named Lucy came up to William. She said, "Hello, are you new here? What's your name?" William was nervous. He said in a high voice, "My name is Wooly." "Yes, Wooly the sheep. I'm new here." Lucy was friendly. She said, "Welcome, Wooly. Come and eat grass with us. The grass here is very tasty." William followed Lucy to the middle of the field. He pretended to eat grass, but he didn't like it at all. He was waiting for a chance to catch a sheep when no one was looking. All day, William walked with the sheep. He was getting very hungry and tired. It was hard work pretending to be a sheep. He had to be careful not to let his disguise slip. In the evening, Tom came to bring the sheep back to the barn. He started to count the sheep. 1, 2, 3. Tom counted. William tried to hide in the middle of the flock. When Tom got to William, he stopped. He looked closely at Wooly. Something didn't seem right. This sheep was bigger than the others. Its wool didn't look quite the same. Tom said, "Wait a minute. This doesn't look like one of my sheep." He reached out to touch William. William got scared. He tried to run away, but he tripped on the sheepskin. The skin fell off, and everyone could see that he was really a wolf. All the sheep started to run away, crying, "Wolf! Wolf!" They were very scared. Tom grabbed his big stick to protect the sheep. William was so frightened that he ran away as fast as he could. He ran all the way back to the forest. He was still hungry, and now he was very embarrassed too. After William ran away, Tom made sure all the sheep were safe. He counted them again. Lucy the little lamb was shaking with fear. Tom picked her up and patted her softly. Tom said to the sheep, "It's okay now. The wolf is gone. But we learned an important lesson today. We must always be careful of strangers, even if they look friendly on the outside." The sheep nodded their woolly heads. They understood that appearances can be deceiving. From that day on, they were more careful about new sheep in their flock. Back in the forest, William felt bad about what he had done. He realized that tricking others was wrong. He also learned that pretending to be someone you're not is very hard work. William decided to change his ways. He started eating berries and fish from the river instead of trying to catch sheep. It wasn't easy at first, but soon he found that he liked his new diet. One day, William saw Lucy and some other sheep playing near the edge of the forest. The sheep were scared when they saw William, but William called out, "Don't be afraid. I'm sorry for what I did. I won't try to trick you again." Lucy was brave. She stepped forward and said, "Do you really mean it, William?" William nodded. "Yes, I do. I learned that it's better to be honest, even if it's hard sometimes." Lucy smiled. She said, "That's good, William. Maybe one day we can be friends." William was happy to hear this. He said, "I'd like that, Lucy. I promise to be a good neighbor from now on." From that day on, William kept his promise. He never tried to trick the sheep again. Sometimes he would even warn Tom if he saw other dangers in the forest. Tom was surprised by William's change. He said to the sheep, "See, even those who do bad things can change if they really want to. But we must always be careful and wise." The sheep agreed. They learned to be kind but cautious. They didn't judge others by how they looked, but by how they acted. And so the farm and the forest lived in peace. The sheep were safe. William was happy with his new life, and everyone learned valuable lessons about honesty and trust. The end.